Yo, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another Genshin Impact video. And today we're going to be reacting to the new character demo for gaming. I'm just kidding, I know, gaming, called The Fortune Shines in Many Colors. So if you guys are all excited for gaming's release, make sure you guys hit that like button, as well as subscribe to my channel for more type of content, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell on so you guys don't miss out on my latest uploads or ever go live on my streams. And now let's get on to the video. Here we go. I'm excited.
Hey boss, the name's Gaming.
No, it's gaming.
Communications office. I'm the best Wusho dancer in the secure transport agency.
Oh, he's very cool though.
The guard of the Wusho dancing community. How about that? So all this needs shipping, right? Whether it takes me uphill, downhill, or out to the sticks. I get the goods from A to B. I'll even take them across the sea if needed.
Okay. Cool. He's a unique unit.
Warm-up routine.
Cool. Oh! Oh! Okay, this kind of goes hard. Damn! Okay!
I feel like watching Manzai has helped me get a better handle on how Swan-Ni look in action. As soon as I put my Wusho head on,
I think it's adorable. Ah. He's glowing. That's cool. That's awesome.
You hungry? Ah! I managed to book this cool place for dinner. They only do evening service and it's invite only. My treat.
Dude, that freaking soundtrack, man. Now that was a bop. All right, let's go move on to the JP. Like that little blur effect at the beginning. Look how flexible the dude is as well, and nimble. And he's also solo too. That's the cool part, you know? Usually in line dancing, there's like multiple people involved, right? But this guy's by himself. He's a one-man army. Here comes the drop. Ah, sick. Yeah, this is sick. Sick, sick, sick. Look at that cartwheel, yo. That thing is so cute. Damn, he's glowing though. Can't wait to see what he does though. Also, I was not paying attention to JP at all. I just realized that that was the whole point of rewatching this, and I was not really listening. Actually, the little bit of the JP I heard though, it sounds pretty accurate though, but in my opinion, the English sounds a little bit better for a very specific reason. Alright folks, now that was the demos out of the way, let's go and move on to Gaming's character preview. Alright, so here is Gaming's character preview called the Leonin Vanguard. So here is his full body portrait art. Wow, look at how freaking drippy this dude looks. I mean, it's very simple. Black, but inside is red. It's kind of like inverted Toma a little bit. And then like, you know, just the whole palette of just flames. It's just sick. I like it. And for the guard of the sword and strongbox secure transport agency and the head of the mighty mythical beast Wushu Trop. All right, so that is Gaming. So let's go and check out his personal information here. So his vision, obviously Pyro, and weapon is Claymore. Constellation is called the Leo Expert Jysons, and the affiliation is the Sword and Strongbox Secure Transport Agency. Well, we know that already. And his birthday is on December 22nd, so we will be able to celebrate his birthday this year. Now for the English VA, with shout-outs, is Caleb Yen, which for those who have no idea who that is, he is the voice actor of the male Trailblazer from Honkai Star Rail. So yeah, shout-outs to Caleb. And for the Japanese VA is Komatsu Shohei, which I have no idea who that is. So, but again, shout-outs to both VAs for involving with this character. Now, Gaming is a pyro damage dealer who uses plunging attacks as his primary mode of attack. Oh, well, there you go. Very straight to the point. Very straightforward. So Gaming's elemental skill allows him to pounce forward using the Wushu arts, leaping high into the air after coming into contact with the target or surface. If he immediately uses a plunging attack, he will use the plunging attack Charmed Cloud Strider instead, dealing power damage to opponent's hit. Ooh, interesting. It's basically similar to what Shao does in his burst. He jumps high up, and then once you do a plunge attack, it'll deal power damage. Pretty cool. Upon his elemental burst, Gaming enters a Wushu stance and summons his companion, the Suwani Manchai. Working together with the Manchai allows the cooldown of Gaming's elemental skill to be reset, repeatedly dealing continuous AoE power damage. So the idea is here, when you cast his burst, you'll be able to constantly use his skill for plunging attacks, basically very similar to Zhao. His burst allows him to constantly do plunge attacks. So in a way, a 4-star Walmart version of Xiao. Alright, very straightforward. That's very it, basically. So for his Ascension Materials preview, it's basically... Oh, so he's using the shells, the one that Tartaglia uses. And then these are the sea creatures in Fontaine, I think. I actually don't know. And then for the boss, it's going to be the crab boss from Fontaine. Makes sense. For Talent Materials preview, he's using Prosperity. And then, of course, the latest weekly boss material. But again, this you don't need to worry about since everyone has access to this in the Adventures Guidebook. Now, let's go and move on to his talents. So... this is Gaming's normal attacks. This is honestly one of the coolest attacks animations in the game. I'm actually being honest here. Okay, besides charge attack, they're never gonna change that. But look at this. Bro jumps on the block and then boom, with this helmet as well, like, or with the lion's hat is really cool. Now, I don't think there's anything particularly special here, so let's go and move on to his skill. So this is probably like where majority of his damage, or actually probably his DPS actually comes from, right? So his elemental skill called the Bestial Axe Ascent. Pounces forward using the Wushus are leaping high into the air, and after coming into contact with the target or surface, after Gaming has used the Bestial Accent to rise into the air, if he immediately uses a plunging attack, he will use the especially powerful plunging attack Charm Cloud Strider instead. Interesting. Also, if you notice, there's a little bit of healing in there as well. So plunging attack Charm Cloud Strider. Damage from plunging attacks caused by the Bestial Ascent is converted to power damage that cannot be overridden by other elemental infusions. Upon landing, Gaming will consume a fixed amount of HP. Gaming's HP cannot be reduced below 10% by this method. So again, you can keep on decreasing HP till 10% of his health left. Charmed Cloud Strider is damage is considered plunging attack damage. Okay. So this must be his burst? Yeah, it looks like his burst when he's glowing like that. When he's glowing like this, that's his elemental burst. So the Suwani's Gilded Dance. Gaming enters the Wushu stance, briefly applying power to him, recovering a fixed amount of HP, and summon his companion, the Suwani Manchai, to smash into his target, dealing AoE power damage. So, I guess one thing he already has over Xiao is that he actually has a little bit of safe sustain, a little bit. Seems like he can heal a decent... Well, we can't really tell based off this, but seems like he can heal every single hit. So that's going to be very nice, especially for Gaming who wants to be having some sustain when you're, you know, constantly consuming his HP. That also does bring into mind on what kind of artifacts you're going to want to build for him as well. So, after batching his target's Manchai will roll to a nearby location before moving towards Gaming. When it's linked up with Gaming, Manchai will leave the field and reset the cooldown for Gaming's elemental skill, Bestial Ascent. So basically the idea is that Manchai is going to be your somewhat support here. It's going to follow you around. I'm assuming it's going to be the one triggering the healing and of course the extra elemental skill cooldown reset. So very simple. While Wushu stance is active, his resistance to interruption is increased. Oh, thank goodness. All right. I hope it's actually good, though. And when Gaming lands with the Charm Cloud Strider attack or completes a 4-pounce attack from the Bestial Ascent with over 50% HP, he will summon Manchai again. Okay, so you basically want to have above 50% health. So pretty much the opposite of Hu Tao in order for you to actually do DPS with him, because you want to constantly use his skill over and over and over, right? And each Gaming can only have one Manchai on the field simultaneously. This effect will be cancelled once Gaming leaves the field. So basically the same thing as Xiao. Once you leave his elemental burst form, you're going to lose the whole Manchai passive effect. And also you can only have one at a time. So that means in co-op you can't have more than one. All right. Oh, that's real. That's it. That's all. That was fast. Okay, yeah. I mean, basically, very straightforward. This dude is obviously a power plunge damage dealer. Which honestly, that was something I was not expecting at all. But I did predict it a while back when he was drip marketed that he was going to be some form of DPS slash buffer. Actually, no. I think I said more of a buffer than a DPS. But the idea is that this dude, you're going to want to just basically trigger his elemental skill as much as possible, and you want to get his burst as quickly as possible so that you're able to deal damage from his elemental skill. Again, we'll see how his damage multipliers as well as talent skills, because of reputation for 4-star characters in terms of DPS, they tend to be alright, but Gaming definitely does have some potential, especially with the upcoming character Xian, who's going to be meant for supports for plunge damage dealers. So who knows? Obviously, Gaming is definitely made for someone like Xian to make it another variety of her team composition. So, but in terms of my overall thoughts for Gaming's potential in the game and how he will fit, I think he's definitely going to be a very interesting character, because again, we rarely have someone that has something similar to Xiao, which is something that kind of bums me out a little bit, because Xiao was pretty much what made him so special and unique was he's the only plunge damage dealer in the game. But now we have like 2 or 3 somewhat, I guess, if you count Xian. But in a way though, this is kind of also interesting as well because this will bring in a completely new type of DPS in the game. So I am pretty excited with this as well. And also, I guess like a lot of people tend to like have this pass over their head, but plunge damage is the highest like damage multiplier at base usually for normal attacks. So again, plunge is going to be very interesting. We're going to see how well this fits, and hopefully he can do some damage. And I guess if not, then well, there goes gaming's whole potential. Now the last question I have for this is he going to require CN? Because if he does, then that's pretty bad, because CN is a 5-star character or a 5-star support. In other words, you have to waste some wishes, especially if you do not want CN, but you want gaming instead, then it's kind of a massive L. Regardless, you still probably can use him even without CN, but I'm assuming that she will buff him to do a lot more DPS compared to like, you know, just running him by himself. But since he is PYRO as well, he does have the advantage of running Bennett on his team, so that he's able to have access to the PYRO Resonance, which gives extra attack. I mean, again, Gaming is a very unique character, and we'll have to wait and see how he fits into the game. For now, I wish they kind of posted like more like on his passives or talents, like, oh, maybe like when it's 50% or above HP, maybe boost plunge attack damage or something. I don't know, who knows. But anyways, that's pretty much my overall thoughts for Gaming. So if you guys are all excited for his release, make sure you guys hit that like button, as well as subscribe to my channel for more type of content, and don't forget to turn on notification bell on so you guys don't miss out on my latest uploads or never go live on my streams. And that's pretty much everything, all I got. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, until next time, stay epic and peace out.